good thing to give thanks unto the I Am, and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High. To show loving kindness in the morning, thy faithfulness every night. Upon an instrument of 10 strings, upon a psaltery, upon the harp with solemn sound. For the I Am hath made me glad through thy work. I will triumph in the work of thy hands. O Yahuwah, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But thou, O I Am, art most high forever. For lo, thine enemies, O I Am, for lo, thine enemies shall perish, and all the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But mine horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of a unicorn, that I be anointed with fresh oil. Mine eyes also shall see my desire on mine enemies, and my ears shall hear my desire on the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree, and he shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, you walking with Mr. Clay. I am Mr. Clay. Yes, and we are praising the Most High even the more. Also, a notice is that we're going to start walking with Mr. Clay once a week, really. Once a week after every lunar Sabbath. Once a week after every lunar Sabbath. Yes, we propose to try to get you even more exciting content and biblical reading, and also mixed with the news that we have. We're going to try to make it very interesting. That's after every lunar Sabbath, the next day after every lunar Sabbath. Remember that. Look for me on your should I say your notifications? Ding ding. Okay, we said. All right. And deliver me from the hands of evil spirits who have sway over the thoughts of men's hearts, and let them not lead me astray. Oh my God. Establish thou me in my seed, that we go not astray henceforth and evermore. Jubilees chapter 12 and verse 20. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. I was just looking at the confirmation as far as the Houthis sending a big battleship, namely aircraft carrier, taking an aircraft carrier and just going. I mean, the aircraft carrier just scurried away. It's kind of funny. You know, we're about to enter the time of the feet, where the feet of Daniel is, according to the Most High. I mean, many already said it was so. Yes, to a certain extent, yeah, but it's going to be even more so at this time, because we're getting out of the global. It's, from my perspective, is we're getting away from the global dominance of just one people. Yes, we're moving away from the global dominance. But with that brings its own ills and woes. Although the global dominance would have ended, there are going to be other challenges and dilemmas that each continent and each people have to deal with, because the time, it is a sign of the time. Yes, because you have to realize that the next global thing is about being partners. It's about cooperating with each nation. But that's only peace under man's ideology. Yes, although good, yes, it will help a lot of nations come about. But I'm going to tell you something as far as African continent. Remember Chancellor Williams. Remember, if anybody can hear, read the book by Chancellor Williams. And this thing is trying to repeat itself inadvertently or unscrupulously. It's trying to repeat itself. It's going to come under different guise with a different people. And those who are escaping, that escaped from Europe to escape to America, now they're escaping to other lands. They be careful. Yes. Chancellor Williams, read that book. He has a few. Nevertheless, we're in the book of 2 Kings. 2 Kings. 2 Kings chapter 15. Chapter 15. It's going to take us a while to get through this thing, but it's okay. You got a lifetime, whatever that is. But either way, in the 20th year and the 7th year of Jeroboam, king of Israel, he's talking about his grandson, began Azariah, the king, son of Amaziah, king of Judah, to reign. 16 years old was he when he began to reign. He reigned 52 years in Jerusalem. 52 years, yes. And his mother's name was Jechaliah of Jerusalem. She was a Judean, yes. Now, his father, they married inside of their own peoples. And he did that which was right in the sight of the I Am, according to all that his father Amaziah had done, save that the high places were not removed. The people sacrificed and burnt incense still on the high places. And the I Am smote the king, so that he was a leper unto the day of his death, and dwelt in a several house. And Jotham, the king's son, was over the house, judging the people of the land. And the rest of the acts of Azariah and all he did, are not they written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Judah? Remember this guy. And the rest of the acts of Azariah, all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Judah? So Azariah slept with his fathers, and they buried him with his fathers in the city of David, because he was of the seed of David. And Jotham his son reigned in his stead. Verse 8. And the 38th year, Azariah the king of Judah did as Zechariah the son of Jeroboam reign over Israel in Samaria 6 months. And he did that which is evil in the sight of the I Am, as his fathers had done. He departed not from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. Okay. And Shallum the son of Jabesh conspired against him. Now this is God sending a sentence upon him. He's already judged. There's a difference between judgment and a sentence. Accused, judgment, and sentence. Yes, farce. We that speak English or in English lands understand. And Jabesh conspired against him and smote him before the people and slew him and reigned in his stead. Now this was bold. I mean, in plain sight, he did all of this. Plain sight. Now this was the way of, should I say, the East. That's not the Middle East. That was Africa. That was the land of Shem. Yes, it still is. It was, yeah. It's somebody else's land now. I don't know who they fall under, but either way. The rest of the acts of Zechariah, behold, they were written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Israel. And this was the word of the I Am, which he spake unto Jehu, saying, Thy son shall sit on the throne of Israel unto the 4th generations. And so it came to pass. In other words, it was an ending of what God had promised Jehu. Because Jehu had did that which was right in the sight, and that he deleted the seed of Ahab and he killed Jezebel. Okay? And Shallum the son of Jabesh began to reign in the 9th and 30th year of Uzziah king of Judah, and he reigned a full month in Samaria. For Menahem the son of Gadi went up from Tirzah, and came to Samaria and smote Shallum the son of Jabesh. So Shallum, what did he do? He reigned. Shallum, he smote Who? Jabesh, the son of Jabesh. He smote who? One of the sons of Jeroboam. Who was that? Zechariah. Yes, that's who it was. Zechariah, the son of Jeroboam. And he says that for Menahem, the son of Gadi, went up to Tazra and came to Samaria and smote Shallum, the son of Jabesh, in Samaria. Shallum smote Zechariah, and Gadi smote Shallum and Jabesh in Samaria. Now this was like the capital of Israel. Samaria, yes. 15. And the rest of the acts of Shallum and his conspiracy which he made, behold, are they not written in the books of Chronicles of the kings of Israel? Then Menahem smote Tifsah and all that were therein, and the coast thereof, and Tisra, because they opened not to him. Therefore he smote it, and all the women therein were with child he ripped up. Have you ever seen the movie Tears of the Sun, or Tears in the Sun? This was the thing they also did. They did this in that massacre they was doing, ripping the women's nipples off and killing babies. This is what they describe as black on black crime. Okay. Now in verse 17, in the 9th and 13th year of Azariah, king of Judah, began Menahem the son of Gadi to reign over Israel, and reigned 10 years in Samaria. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the I Am, and he departed not all his days from the sins of Jeroboam the sons of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. And Pul, the king of Assyria, came against the land, and Menahem gave Pul 1,000 talents of silver, and his right hand might be with him to confirm the kingdom in his hand. And Menahem exacted the money of Israel, even all the mighty men of wealth, of each man 50 shekels of silver. That's a lot of money. To give the king of Syria. So the king of Syria turned back and stayed not there in the land. And the rest of the acts of Menahem and all that he did, and are they not written in the book of Chronicles of the king of Israel? And Menahem slept with his fathers, and Pekahiah, his son reigned in his stead. In the 5th year of Azariah, king of Judah, Pekahiah, the son, or Pekahiah, yes, okay, the son of Menahem, began to reign over Israel and Samaria, and reigned 2 years. And he did that which is evil in the sight of the I Am, and he departed not from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. But Pekah, now see, this is what we get into you got Pekahiah was the son of Menahem. Now you got, in verse 25, Pekah, the son of Remaliah, a captain of his conspired against him. Another coup d'etat. Coup d'etat, that's what that is. And smote him in Samaria, in the place of the king's house, with Agrab and Ari, and with him 50 men of the Gileadites, and he killed them. So coup d'etats was no stranger to Africa, because this was Northeast Africa. Yes, it was no stranger all over the land. Now, not only here, but this is what we have an account of, the history of the children of Jacob. This is what this is. The history of the children of Jacob. Also, it tells us a lot about the Creator, the I Am. He that possesses all things, time, space, matter, whatever have you. It's all light, whatever you want to call it. This is God. And the rest of the acts of Pekahiah and all he did, let me finish this. I didn't finish it. Keep going on. Now Pekahiah the son of Remaliah, a captain of his, conspired against him and smote him in Samaria, and placed the king's house with Argob and Ariah, and with him 50 of the Gileadites, and he killed him and reigned in his room. And the rest of the acts of Pekahiah and all that he did, behold, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And in the 52nd year, Azariah, king of Judah, Pekah, the son of Remaliah, began to reign over Israel and Samaria and reigned 20 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the I Am, and departed not from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. And in the days of Pekah, king of Israel, came that's a good one. Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, and took Eon and Abel Beth-Machiah and Genoa and Kadesh and Hazor and Gilead and Galilee and all the lands of Naphtali, and carried them away captive to Assyria. So who did carry these lands to Assyria? Write that down. It was the king. He came after, in the days of King Pekah, came Tiglath-Pileser, or Pileser, Tiglath-Pileser. If I spoke another language or had another accent, I could say it better, much better. But either way, king of Assyria. The king of Assyria came. See, this is what you would only hear in Bible study. They don't say his name. They would say the king of Assyria took the children of Israel. But he took all these lands and Naphtali and carried them away to Assyria. So therefore you have, the Syrians are mixed with a lot of Israelites. Yes, a lot of them are still in Assyria this day. They're black Israelites right there. And Assyria is really, all of it extends into the promised land of Israel to this day. And Hosea, the son of Elah, made a conspiracy against Pekah, the son of Remaliah, and smote him, and slew him, and reigned in his stead in the 20th year of Jotham, the son of Uzziah. Now we got to realize that when these nations were taken, they were used for their expertise. The poor of the land, most of them left. Those that didn't know nothing, those who wasn't worth nothing, they left them. But they took the ones that were smiths, that were bricklayers, hewers of stone, that could build idols or whatever, politicians, teachers, everything that they can take. Even to this day, you find out that in Nigeria, they often talk about how that they're, should I say, terrorists have taken teachers to teach the young, and they've taken doctors and all these other people, so that they might treat and teach the children that come up to be just like them. Or should I say, they call them Boko Haram. Yeah, Boko Haram, yes. They taking people of worth to them that can benefit them. As far as the other ones earlier in the slave trade, they just took any kind of labor they can find, where they was, whatever. But either way, he said, in the rest of the acts of Pekah and all he did, behold, are they not written? Now, hold it. Let me go back. Verse 30. I'm sorry. And Hosea, the son of Eli, made a conspiracy against Pekah, the son of Remaliah, and smote him, and slew him, and reigned in his stead in the 20th year of Jotham, the son of Uzziah. And the rest, we remember in Isaiah was a prophet when Uzziah was king. In the year King Uzziah died, I saw the I Am high and lifted up. Remember that? And the rest of the acts of Pekah and all that he did, behold, are they not written in the books of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And in the 2nd year of Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, began Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, to reign. 25 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Jerusha. That's very novel. Jerusha. After Jerusalem, he named her Shah, Jerusalem. In other words, sent to Jerusalem, sent Shah. Shai, or whatever you want to call it, the daughter of Zadok. Sound like one of those ancient space movies. And he did that which was right in the sight of the I Am. And he did according to all that his father Uzziah had done. Howbeit the high places were not removed, and the people sacrificed and burnt incense still in the high places, but he built the higher gate of the house of the I Am. Now the rest of the acts of Jotham and all that he did, are not they written in the books of the chronicles of the king of Judah? In those days the I Am began to sinned against Judah, Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah. Now you have to remember, the king at that time was told to strike the floor by the prophet Elisha before he died. And he struck it only 3 times, and he said only 3 times will you be able to keep back the king of Assyria. You should have struck it until he was defeated. Now this is what's happening now. The word of the Most High is becoming. Now, I know, how much do you believe God? You subdue your enemies until they are defeated. We fight, yes. And he did all that. Are they not written in the book of the chronicles of the king of Judah? And in those days the I Am began to sin against Judah, Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah. And Jonathan slept with his fathers and was buried with his father in the city of David, his father. And Ahaz, his son, reigned in his stead. Ahaz was another son of David, or of the seed of David. This is how you know the genealogy of the men of the family. Even the women were by their fathers. Yes, you knew them by their fathers. Now they introduced their mothers who was with them, because their mothers were a big influence to that king in that time. Yes. And a lot of his decisions really hinged on his mother. This is the power that women had back in those days. Yes, some of the power that the women had back in those days, other than that of Jezebel and those like her. Now, it shouldn't be evil. A woman's power over a man, over her son, should be that of righteousness, and to lead him into that which is right. To do those things that are good for him and that will give peace to the people that he rules or leads. That's what it should be. But some of these mothers, as you will see, the son had to even delete his mother. And as we see here, God kept his promise. When the king began to smite the floor with the arrows, and he only smote 3 times, this is what happened according to the word of the I Am. And if we keep those things that are right and do those things that that we know the Most High have challenged us or has mandated us to do, then we will have peace.
Walk with me.